And good morning, everybody. I just finished church. I'm tired. I'm old Uncle Al. Okay? Today is February 22nd. I'm going to do some short videos. I gotta keep it timed. I'm mailing out David Lynn, Prepper Principal, a retaliation box. I'm getting ahead of myself. First, what David's going to get? One of these little beauties. Okay, because David has Bix and probably leaking all over his pants. Let's see. And if it's one of these. Everybody carries one of these. Best thing Special Forces ever taught me is have one of these. Because those guys go through hell and they always carry a pair of these, but they can always replace these into this. That's why nobody ever tells the common grunt. Okay? That's going for David. Okay? David should pick up these. Legal in California. You could carry it on the plane. I do. I smile. I have teething problems, so I need a plastic instrument to eat. Okay? TSA learned this because I was going to sue them. Because I can't use the utensils they served on the plane. I don't want to be flying 50,000 feet in the air and have soup or goo or whatever fly all over me. I want to put it in my mouth and swallow. Okay? These are fairly cheap in the 4-pack. You could give them out to your followers. I'm giving David a set of 4. That's for each of his family. One for Ismarella, one for the, son-in-law wrecked his car. Anybody has a car to sell to David to replace his son-in-law car, talk to him. Okay? That's David Lynn, Prepper Principal. Everybody prays for David's son-in-law because Ismarella is panicking like hell. That's another survival myth that I have to cover. What to do with panicking old people. Well, my mom's 98 years old and I know how to use a tranquilizer syringe or pills. That takes care of anxiety. Okay, so check out David Lynn, Prepper Principal. He can't do anything today because he's taking care of collateral damage. So normally he's on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Email him. Send him a card. Okay. Cheer him up. I'm sending him a box. My other item. Oh, God, this is damn heavy. Is one of Uncle Alan's Don't Eat Mr. Kitty or Eat Your Dog self-contained food ration with odds and ends and MREs. Because a lot of people are after eating the government MREs. I could do better. And they do. So I'm packing my own ones. And that's going to David Lynn, Prepper Principal. Because a lot of people forget. I teach people survival, not prepping. I look at preppers like, what the hell is wrong with you, son? Okay? Because they have this stupid idea. Old people can help. Cooking and watching the kids. That's a suburban survival myth. That's what these old people keep saying, and I have to get groups. I run a similar to a ward like the Mormons in our church group. I'm a church leader, and I get, excuse me, on everybody's ass on this. When I hear that, fine, go to the dojo and start training people. Excuse me. I took off this because I was preaching this morning. And the pain pills are trying to come back up. I train people. When I hear that excuse from any of my older preppers, we go through the ringer. Uncle Alan's not a nice person. I'm tired of this bullshit. Okay? Oh, we could watch the kids and we could cook food. That's normalcy biasing. They're thinking normal conditions. It doesn't happen. I told him, fine. First thing I did, gave him a live chicken or a rabbit. Second thing I did, gave him raw vegetables in a burlap sack. And I told him, you can't use the kitchen, prepare dinner for 4 people. And they're looking at me. I had some people crying, especially that one lady in the wheelchair. She's looking at the rabbit's looking at her, and she has a bag of raw vegetables. I said, go for it, make dinner. I'm not kidding around. This is reality. And it slaps hard. Ow! It slaps hard across the face. Out of that group, 80% failed. My Watch the Kids group, where I have the kids, I told them, you're going to get a bag of candy, the good stuff. Full-size bars, you name it. Or whatever favorite meal you get. I want you to create hell to that people that are watching you. 90% of the elderly failed. Okay, old preppers, they failed. I had one kid with a blood packet, great little actor. He got his favorite meal from McDonald's. I told him, you could eat as much. You did a wonderful job. The guy almost had a heart attack. The kids were screaming. He couldn't know what he was doing. He was running in a circle, screaming for help. Somebody call 911. I go up to him. You failed the test. There is no 911. The kid's bleeding, thanks to the blood packets I gave him, and he's convulsing. What are you doing? I don't know first aid. Somebody call 911, and he's waving his arms. This was an ex-Marine. All right? If you're an elderly person, stop it with the normalcy bias. Do not make assumptions or excuses. I told him, if this was real life, that kid would be dead. Half these children are gone and lost in panic. I would have your head. And people know I have a really vicious temper. Okay? So stop it. Okay, so we're sending out some nice stuff to David Lynn, Prepper Principal. Email him, send him help. If you have a car, try to work out something and sell the car to David Lynn. Okay? Remember, normalcy biasy, optimal biasy, routine and proximity. That's sheep mentality. I keep telling this. Herd mentality. Oh, if everybody's protesting against ICE, we should do it too. No. Mental collapse. Because they'll sit there and they'll freeze up. During my test on cooking, 8 people just sat there looking at the rabbit and chicken. Confused. Couldn't figure it out. I told them, make a fire, kill the rabbit, skin it, cook the rabbit and vegetables. But we don't have modern conveniences. We don't have tools. And they just sat there. And I'm looking at them. And I no, you're old and you don't understand. You have mental collapse. I'd been cooking that chicken already. And I showed them the 20% that did. And they were amazed. And they were older than these people. Okay? Always verify anybody who says, well, we can watch the children and we can help cook. You verify them. Run through them a ringer. All right, folks. It's reality shock time. Test your assumptions. It's 2026. Good luck and God bless. Bye now.